Welcome to FranCoach's Franchising 101 podcast series. Here we talk about all things franchising. What is it all about? Is it for you? How do you find the best one to own? And so much more. Now your host, Tim Parmeter.
Hello, everyone, and thanks for tuning in to the latest edition of FranCoach's Franchising 101 series. I am Tim Parmeter, founder and CEO of FranCoach and your Franchising 101 podcast host. Happy New Year, everyone. This is our first episode of 2023. Yeah. Anybody remember back in the old day when you used to write checks all the time and you're like, how long is it going to be in the new year before we start like adjusting to, 1997 instead of 1996? A little easier on that, I guess, this year, but still kind of crazy. Here we are. Hope everyone had a safe and happy holiday season. Want to talk to you today. This is your New Year's coaching session. So, FranCoach, that's kind of what we're here for, is to help people kind of coach them along to your better tomorrow. So I want to take a moment to kind of talk about some things as we head into the new year, some things to look forward to for us with the podcast, with FranCoach in general. We've got some exciting new things coming up, but also really, I want to talk about you and what your new year needs to look like and how we can help you. So first off, as always, who are we? FranCoach is a national search firm dedicated to working with individuals who are interested in owning a franchise, just like you. We are partnered with well over 600 of the top franchisors in the country, and that spans nearly 70 industries. Our goal is to help clients find the absolute best franchise for them to own. And our goal of the Franchising 101 podcast is to help educate people on all aspects of franchise ownership. Okay, so that's us. So let's see here, a show of hands. How many people do New Year's resolutions? Great. This episode is for January 5th. So we're a full 5 days into the new year. Show of hands, how many people have blown one of them out of the water already? Okay, good. And I will wrap myself out. I try to be somewhat active and exercise on a regular basis, maybe 5 days a week. I travel a lot, so it's kind of what I can get. But I've gotten a little lax. Not so much in doing it. It's just, it's a little less and less time and intensity. And I'm getting older, a little doughier, all of these things. I'm like, all right, let's go. I'm going to step it up. I had a little game plan already set up. January 1st comes. Yeah, the house was a mess. We'd been gone for the week. And Christmas stuff was still up. So we spent the day taking down Christmas stuff. We hadn't even gotten through all the Christmas presents with my 9-year-old. So needless to say, day one of the new year, no workout. Awesome. Great job. There's no way I'm the only person. Oh, by the way, also any leftover Christmas goodies, cookies, candy, whatever. Yeah, there was no point throwing that away. It would be a waste. So I ate them. So anyway, and don't feel like I am cheating my kid because he actually doesn't like the sweets. So I don't know where the hell that came from. Anyway, so there's no way I'm the only one that has blown it already. But I want to talk about one of the things that we can help with. I'm not here to help with your fitness goals. I can't even help with my own. Okay. You want to eat better. You want to read more, whatever. I actually have got a thing on reading. I can kind of help you with that, but we'll come back to that. But one of the things that we are here to help with is that professional side of things. It really rolls into your personal side, but it goes back to the number one thing and reason why people become franchise owners and the folks we work with, it's control. And we've talked about this a lot, and even our end of the year episode, we revisited this one a little bit. But what I want you to sit there as you're thinking about your 2023, we've got to make this better, right? How do we all come together and make that happen in a lot of different ways? But are you where you want to be right now, professionally, personally, financially? If you are, awesome. Kudos to you. Great. Let's chat through that, right? Are you set up for your retirement? For yourself? Do you have any sort of legacy for your kids, for your family? Are you spending time away from work doing the things that you want to do? Are you spending the amount of time away from work doing the things that you want to do? Are you traveling? Are you spending time with your family, with your friends? How about that new workout regime that you were really committed to this year? How are we doing on it, right? How are you waking up in the morning? Are you energized to go to your job? If the answer is yes to all of those things, then what the hell are you doing listening to this, right? Although we could be talking about a semi-absentee thing to help with the retirement, but really think of it from that standpoint. If you're not where you are with all of those things, especially that professional that rolls into the personal, the control, the time, what you're doing at work, the money you're making, the wealth, the equity that you're building long term. If you're not there, then we've got to get on the phone and we've got to talk through where you are with that and how can we, like, are there ways to maybe take a look at working for yourself to gain that control that you're looking for. In our end of year episode that we just did last week, we had was kind of cool, and shout out to Lindsay, our producer, for doing an amazing job bringing all those clips together, because there's no way in the world that was easy. So, but we brought in a few clips from some of the In the Words episodes that we do with our clients as they begin their journey of being a franchise owner. And there's some consistent themes across the board. Again, the control always comes back up, but there were a couple of them that had been podcast listeners that did finally reach out, that got into the process, and are now either already launched in their franchise, or one in particular is about to later this month, right? And so they talked about how they kept listening to these episodes, kept listening, and like, and one of them, Cody in particular, is like, just like reach out, get on the phone. Like, what are you waiting for, kind of thing. If it's on your mind, and it's on your mind enough that you've gone onto a podcast platform, you've typed in the word franchising, and poof, here we are. And now you've been listening, reach out again, reach out to us, right? Let's get on the phone. Let's walk you through what this might look like. Okay. Maybe 2023 or the beginning of 23 isn't the time for you to become a franchise owner. That's okay. Let's, again, number one goal of our service is to help you get properly educated on franchise ownership to determine if now is the time for you to do it. Well, the only way you're going to know that is to go through this journey for you with a team like FranCoach, where we can coach you along with that. But maybe, just maybe, this is the time for you to take that step and take more control of your life. And again, check at least, maybe that diet doesn't last very long, or the workout regime doesn't last very long, but the control over your professional and your personal life, working for yourself, having that newfound energy and kind of excitement moving forward, maybe that really can. And I will tell you this is, when you're happier in those spaces, it's easier to hit those other goals and resolutions you're looking for, right? The workout, and again, I'm a little biased as a former athlete, like 5,000 years ago. I still get the energy from the exercise, mental as much as the physical, right? Sometimes it's just a little step away from everything. You're going to eat better. All those things are going to be better. You're just going to be happier in your life with that, which makes it easier to check all of those other boxes, right? So that's the thing. I would write to encourage you and kind of coach you along. You're here. You're giving this some thought. Reach out to us. FranCoach.net. Franchising101podcast.net. Again, there's never ever any fee for our service. Let's chat and see if this is the thing for you. Again, may not be exact resolution, but again, this is on your mind. Let's chat. Okay. So I wanted to kind of just take a moment to throw that out there for everybody who is, again, trying to make 2023 a better year, the best year, a start of a new trajectory. We can help you with that. Okay. So a couple of things I want to kind of take back to us a little bit. FranCoach and the Franchising 101 podcast, we have some new things coming this year as well that I'm super excited about, kind of our like business professional resolution. So hold me to this, right? So podcast guests coming up. So multiple new franchises that we've not talked to yet, and got a handful already scheduled out. So I love the fact that like there's excitement from the franchisor side to be on, to be his guest and to speak to all of you guys, right? Also going to bring back some familiar faces and voices that we've talked to in the past to revisit their brands, maybe talk about some different topics within the franchise industry. In their words, definitely going to continue on with that. Frankly love those. Those are my favorite ones. We even have one here in about a month that's going to be coming back on. They've been in business for a little over a year. So we're going to talk to them. How's it going? Do they want to yell and scream at me? Or are they happy as can be? What's that ride been like? So really excited about that. And then again, always having different kind of little smaller topics within the franchising industry to be able to talk about. Keep your suggestions coming. Really, I bet the last half dozen or so of those have been from things that you guys have thrown out at us, like, hey, I'd love to hear more about this, or what about that? So if you have any of those questions, please keep them coming. A couple of new things that are coming along. There are some people out there, and I am one of them. Even though I host the podcast, I am a reader. So I don't know if you guys have heard of this thing. It's like there's words, you read it and you get the information. We have a brand new franchise specific website that's coming out that is all is all that. You want to get your read on, get your words in. Maybe that was a New Year's resolution. I want to read more, right? All sorts of different topics. From the FranCoach perspective, we're going to have guest writers that are submitting things to it. So very excited about that. Revamped FranCoach website, which is about 6 years overdue. So that's coming. Brand spanking new client portal. All of the resources that we have, which are immense for our clients as they're going through the journey, to make that more of a centralized, easier place for everything. A couple of weeks ago, we spoke with Katie Lepper, who came on board, was a coach with FranCoach earlier in 2022. She and I, we're going to have some colleagues coming on board here in Q1. So we'll look forward to bringing them on once they get their feet wet and know up from down. So all of those things are going to be in place as well. So I've thrown it out in the ether. If we get through Q1 and we haven't hit any of those things or all of those things, call me out on that, please. Right. So anyway, that's just kind of setting the stage for 2023. Super excited about all of the things that we have going on, and really looking forward to being able to work with all of you on helping you create your better tomorrow. Let's start that today. FranCoach.net, franchising101podcast.net. That's how to find us. Messages today. Thanks so much. Have a safe, fantastic, let's make 2023 the best one we've had. Have a great day, everybody. We look forward to talking with you soon.
Thanks for listening to FranCoach's Franchising 101 podcast, where our ultimate goal is to help educate you on all things franchising so you can create your better tomorrow.